Now, every year I like to sit down and write myself new goals for the year ahead. So I have different areas that I like to focus on when it comes to writing goals. And I love to do this with all of my clients. So one of the first things that we do is we sit down and we write goals for our 6 months that we're spending together. And we break those down into very actionable steps to help them achieve their goals. But I know that goals don't work for everybody. So in today's episode, I wanted to talk with you about how you can change your life by changing little increments rather than setting big goals. Welcome to the Healthy Celiac Show. I'm your host, Belinda Whelan from belindawhelan.com, and here you will learn to live your very best life with celiac disease. So we are going to be talking all about health-related topics because you, my friend, are more than just a woman with celiac disease. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss an episode, and welcome to the show. Now, one of my girlfriends, Dawn Marsh, who is one of the most beautiful people you would ever have the opportunity to meet. She's a yoga instructor, and we used to run wellness retreats together years and years ago when I had my very first business, Healthy Loving Life. And she recently put a post on Facebook and it really resonated with me, and it made me want to share this with you because I feel like it can help more people. So a massive shout out to Dawn for sharing this and letting us, I guess, learn from her and her words of wisdom. And what she shared was that it can be very overwhelming for some people to look at all these people sharing information about goals and different action steps to move forward and all of these different things, that if people aren't in the headspace, that they might just think it's all too hard and it's not even worth trying. And I thought that's really true, because when I was first diagnosed with celiac disease, I wasn't in the headspace for being a go-getter. I was not in a position to be doing all of the things that I'm doing now. So I guess in that respect, I wanted to share with you her little tips so that it might help you improve your health, improve your life, improve all of the things that make up you as a person. So what Dawn shared was, let's just look back at some of the things that are causing you, I guess, grief, or are causing you stress, or causing you to feel, I guess, unorganized, or just things that you're not happy with, I guess, is probably the easiest way of looking at it. So things that you would like to improve. So write a list of the things that you would like to improve, or just mentally think about it. You don't have to write it down if you're not a list writer like myself. And look at those things and figure out how you could make them better. So, for example, you might be feeling that you're never organized with food. You never have gluten-free food around in the house because you're overwhelmed and you don't know how to prepare enough healthy gluten-free food for the week. And so you just don't eat enough. Many people say that, okay? That could be you. So if that's you, what could you do to change that? Could you start learning a little bit more about gluten-free food? Could that be your first little action step? Could you go shopping and buy more basic foods? So more very simple foods that you could put together very easily. I've always got staple foods in my pantry, things like rice, pasta, beans. I always have frozen food in the freezer. There's always chicken that I can make a meal with. There's always tins of tomatoes. There's always stocks. There's always herbs and spices. No matter what, I can always make a quick and easy meal based on these very, very simple ingredients. So you might just need to make sure you've got more simple ingredients in your pantry. That could be just one simple step to help you move forward with eating better with celiac disease. Maybe you don't feel your best. Maybe you're struggling with your energy. Maybe you need to take some of the steps to help you improve your energy so that you feel better every single day. So what could you do to improve the energy levels in your life? What could you do? Go back and listen to the episode where I talk about energy levels if you haven't listened to it, and take some of those tips. But for example, what could you do based on the problem that you're having to move forward? What little steps can be put into place? Maybe there's someone in your life that you don't want to spend time with anymore, but somehow you keep getting stuck spending time with that person and they're draining you, or they're not respecting you when it comes to living with celiac disease and eating gluten-free food. Maybe you need to be mindful about stepping back from that person. So how can you take steps to move away from that person and not spend so much time with them? That's another example. So there's so many examples that I could give you. There's so many ways that you can improve your life, the way that you feel, just by taking these little action steps. But I can't give all these examples because I don't know what your list looks like. But if your list looks like you need to get support with celiac disease, I'm your girl. I can help you with that. So go back, listen to all the other podcast episodes to get support with that. Reach out to me. You know that I'm here for you. If you've got any questions, you can DM me at any time over at The Healthy Celiac on Instagram, or you can send me a direct email, info@belindawhelan.com. So I hope this episode has inspired you just to take a few little action steps, just to look at your life, look at where you need to make some adjustments. It doesn't always have to be improvements. It can just be those slight little adjustments, those slight little tweaks, so that life is a little bit easier, a little bit better for us. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode, and massive shout out to Dawn for her little advice on this subject. And I look forward to talking with you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye. If you enjoyed this episode, head to belindawhelan.com to get yourself a free copy of my exclusive ebook, 11 Mistakes People Make Going Gluten-Free Living with Celiac Disease.